On your side at 5. Focused on you.
Caught on camera in the city's Central West End neighborhood, exclusive video of armed men possibly connected to car thefts and car break-ins in the area. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. The Central West End Neighborhood Security Initiative captured the images, and that group's executive director sat down with us today. Justina Cornell spoke to him, and she joins us now in studio with his warning. Justina.
Yeah, Mike and Kelly. So that security group has more than 200 cameras throughout several neighborhoods, including the Central West End. Now, Jim White tells me they learned about the incident Sunday afternoon after a resident called saying their car was stolen. Now, after reviewing their cameras, the victim's Kia is seen leaving the street with broken windows. Then someone parks near Walton and McPherson. That's when another group pulls up, and a group of 5 men start transferring items from one car to the next. And White said after talking to police, he learned this was another stolen car from Ferguson. Now, in the video, most of these men were masked, and one man was holding an AR-style rifle. St. Louis police have not yet confirmed if these men are wanted in connection with those crimes, so we're blurring their faces until they've been named as suspects. Now, while White doesn't know if these 5 men are connected to other similar crimes in the area, he has noticed patterns among these groups.
And we know they're getting things, particularly guns. People are still leaving guns in cars, and that's exactly what these groups are looking for. They're also aware of police technology when it comes to license plate detection and stuff, and so they want to use different cars, so there's always a need for them to be stealing more cars.
Now, White encourages people to continue putting clubs on their steering wheel and upgrading the systems if you have a Kia or Hyundai. Now, if you have any information, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 1-866-371-TIPS.
Flores and police are asking for your help after a woman was attacked at a local apartment complex.
5 on your side's Holden Krawicki spent the day speaking to people who live in the area as well as police. And Holden, why are they describing this case as highly unusual?
Well, Kelly, according to the crime data, sexual assaults are extremely rare here in Flores. But what makes this case even more unusual is that the suspect didn't have a weapon, or it's believed that he didn't have a weapon. According to Florissant police, Tuesday night, they were called to an apartment building in the 700 block of Mendocino Court after a woman said a man wearing a mask came up behind her, forced her into her apartment, and sexually assaulted her. The suspect was wearing a mask. Police have not released a detailed description of the suspect other than to say that he appeared to be in his mid to late teens and was around 6 feet tall. They also say he never implied that he had any sort of weapon. An investigation into the incident is now underway. The people who live in the area told me they're working together to try and keep their community safe.
You know, people don't deserve this. Women deserve to be treated with respect, and, you know, this should not be happening.
Have you and some of your neighbors tried to keep an eye out on what's going on?
Yes, I have a neighbor. Her name is Asia, and, you know, we're making sure that we keep in contact, and, you know, we really want to start like a neighborhood watch program because, you know, we got to keep each other safe.
Florissant police have increased patrols in that area and are asking everyone in the city of Florissant to lock their windows and doors. Coming up at 6, I'll have more on the investigation and how the community surrounding that area is reacting. Reporting live in Florissant, Holden Krawicki, 5 on your side.
Today, a second member of the St. Louis City Justice Center's Oversight Committee resigned. Just hours ago, Mike Milton sent in his resignation letter. That's after Vice Chair Janice Mensah left the job last night. Mensah criticized the mayor and warden Jennifer Clemens Abdullah. The Oversight Committee was created to monitor conditions at the city jail. In recent years, there have been several inmate deaths, some riots, and assaults. After the first resignation, we asked the mayor how she feels about leadership at the jail.
I absolutely have confidence in Jennifer Clemens Abdullah still leading our City Justice Center, or the CJC. She has overseen upgrades of several $1 million to make sure that the doors and the locks work. It's not a jail if the doors don't lock. And is overseeing new programming coming into the jail, as well as new health care. There are a whole host of issues that need to be addressed with our facility, and I absolutely have the confidence that Jennifer Clemens Abdullah can lead the CJC through those changes.
The mayor went on to say, quote, "We inherited a broken system." In his resignation letter, Milton claims members have been denied all data, along with complaints from staff and detainees. So he says, quote, "It's clear to me now the board was never designed to change the systemic violence in the jail. It was designed to give the illusion of progress." Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is following this story, and he'll have much more tonight at 6. Well, today we're hearing from the St. Louis Blues' new interim coach after Craig Berube's firing.
Corey Miller is in studio with us with more on what Drew Bannister had to say ahead of tonight's home game.
Kelly, nobody's expecting Drew Bannister to come in and take the Blues to a Stanley Cup this season. 2019 was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of story for a reason. However, there's no denying the talent on this current Blues team is better than the play has shown, and it's Bannister's job to unlock that potential. It helps that Bannister's last job was coach of the AHL Springfield Thunderbirds and San Antonio Rampage, teams that saw a number of current Blues like Jake Neighbors, Scott Perunovich, and Jordan Kyrou come through their ranks. Bannister spent his first morning skate today getting acquainted to his new team and said the move to fire Craig Berube came as a shock to him as well.
Yes, number one, I was extremely surprised. But number two, it was a great honor. Doug's been very good to me through the years that I've been here. I have a good relationship with Doug. So moving forward here, for me, it's going to be very direct with the players. I'm going to be very honest. And like I said, we have to get this moving here quickly in the right direction.
The Blues will face old friend Vladimir Tarasenko and the Ottawa Senators tonight at 7 at Enterprise Center, looking to end their 4-game losing streak.
The first elephant ever born at the St. Louis Zoo is moving away. After 30 years here, Raja, the Asian elephant, is being relocated to the Columbus Zoo. There's still no official moving date on the calendar, but it'll probably be late next year or early 2025. Raja's moving for breeding purposes so he can help save his species from extinction.
Well, all of the females that are of reproductive age are his daughters. So it's time for him to move on and start a new family, and he'll be going to Columbus, where there'll be 4 females that he can breed with, as well as a younger male that he can sort of mentor.
Raja probably won't miss the elephants at our zoo. In the wild, male elephants are solitary or they hang out with other males.